I don't care what they told you. I don't care what you heard. Self-love is the biggest trigger to humanity of all. Now, I could say love in general is a trigger to humanity, and that would be accurate too. But since everything technically begins with self, like the love that goes outward and impacts other people that you see and connect to who are in your environment, yes, that is a trigger as well. But since it all starts with self, I'm going to say self-love is the biggest trigger to humanity of all. Now, there are a lot of vibrations that trigger people, and there are numerous, countless vibrations that people give off. There's a whole spectrum of vibes. But from what I see, the vibe that really gets people going, that really kind of gets under their skin and makes them feel a way. When I say triggered, I mean makes the person feel a way. Nothing triggers people more than self-love. We live in a society that from day one, you are encouraged to focus on everything else, to value everything else, to place prioritization on everything else. So a person who has mastered self-appreciation, like they really know themselves enough to value themselves, and you can feel that in their energy. A person who masters self-love, they care and they value the opinions and perspective of others. They are in tune with the outside world, but they do not let the beliefs, the actions, the philosophies of other people, they don't allow that to interfere with their own agenda, their identity. I mean, they are very solid, and it takes a while in a capitalist society that's constantly telling you, you need to buy this in order to be valid. You need to accept this or subscribe to that in order to be real, in order to be worthy. In a society where a person has transcended that, and they've grown beyond those illusions and that whole mind fuckery, and they love themselves. Oh yeah. That person is triggering everybody that they encounter every day in conversation, in passing, in work environments. Trust me, of all the vibes, love is the highest in the universe. So it's supposed to trigger people. People are supposed to encounter you if you are mastering self-love. In the process of mastering, have already mastered it. People are supposed to be within 2 feet, 3 feet of you, having a conversation with you, connecting with you, and they're supposed to feel something. They're supposed to be sparked mentally and say, wow, I'm feeling something from this person. Even if I can't articulate what it is, I'm feeling something, and it's making me feel more charged. What people may be sensing from you as you have been growing in loving yourself, they may not even be able to put a name on it. There is a reason why people are supposed to feel inspired or feel agitated or feel confused or whatever sort of emotions that rise up in them when they encounter people who have high levels of self-love. There's a reason for that. On earth, we incarnate here because we are supposed to master love. It's the biggest mystery. People still confuse love for lust. They confuse it for passion. They confuse it for deep like. I mean, all of those things are related to love, attraction, etc., but it's not really love. So we're here. The reason why we even came here, why we were born here, is because we're still mastering the understanding of what the vibration of love is. So the better you get at really emitting love out into the environment, because it is within you and you are an embodiment of that love. Oh, people feel something, whether it's hate. Yeah, love can make people feel hate because it's inspiring the person to dig deep within themselves and figure out where those blockages are, what exactly is preventing them from tapping into the same vibration. So love, it sparks confusion, it sparks anger, it brings up a lot of buried toxic stuff in people, and it is supposed to, because we incarnate here on earth because we still have to master the lesson of love. We had to learn that love is the way. Love is the answer. And it sounds real abstract and cliche to say love is the way, love is the answer, but it only sounds cliche and abstract and possibly even corny because we haven't really mastered it mentally. Conceptually, yes, but not realistically and not vibrationally. Earth is an anagram for heart. When you switch the letters of earth around, you get heart, because everyone who came here, everyone born incarnated here, has to have some sort of heart awakening at some point. Or you just keep coming back until you finally do. Some sort of heart resurrection, some sort of heart awareness, right? Because it isn't even possible if there are heart blockages or your heart chakra isn't even active. So I believe that people incarnate here to learn how to awaken the heart, to increase awareness of the heart, which then opens the doorway for them to possibly understand and embody the frequency of love. So when people come in contact with you as you are elevating in love, like you love your purpose, you love your gifts, you even love the part of you that's not so-called perfect. You love your flaws. You love everything about God putting you here and every part of that experience and what it has brought, good, bad, ugly, and in between. You love it, not just mentally, not just emotionally, but spiritually, holistically. You love it. And when people feel that and sense that from you, oh, they start to feel a way. People who love themselves, people who are on the pathway to loving themselves, they got the biggest haters. I said it. People are always talking about, oh, love is the answer, love is the way, but no. Think about people like Bob Marley, who he has a song called One Love. They were trying to kill him. Think about Martin Luther King, another example. He was trying to raise the vibrational frequency of the collective and introduce the concept of love and civil disobedience and, all these other, philosophies and practices that he was trying to normalize. And they killed him too. So all of this love is the way, love is the way. No, people who have really been like the best examples of what it means to be free, because really to be in that love vibration is to be free. You're not weighed down. You're not oppressed by even other people's ideas or projections onto you when you're deeper into the love frequency. So think about those popular political figures, musical figures, like I said, Bob Marley, etc. Those people who embodied love, they tried to get these people out of here. So I'm telling you why, because self-love is the biggest trigger to humanity of all. A coworker said to me, she said, if you keep dressing like that, you keep looking fly like that, it's going to be hard to keep up with you. And I said to her, I got on leggings from Walmart and a basic sweater. I'm not really dressed up today. I mean, you know how to dress up when you want to, right? We all do. So I was like, I'm not really dressed up. She was like, it's not what you have on. It's the way you're carrying yourself. And that was a light bulb moment for me. Not that I'm unaware of my presentation or how I carry myself, but to hear it back confirmed for me that the self-appreciation, the self-value, the self-worth, all related to self-love, people feel it. People know it. And it doesn't matter if you have on designer or you have on leggings from Walmart or Target, and you kind of chilling and laid back that day. It's coming from you. It's not what's on you. People get triggered in a good way. Sometimes in a bad way, but even the bad way is for a good reason. Love is supposed to trigger the environment around you. It's supposed to encourage everyone around you to raise their vibration, or at least to want to. That's why they say that even haters are just fans or supporters in disguise. They're people who really have love, but they don't know how to express it, or they don't know how to identify it. Don't worry about it. If you get criticized for it, don't worry about it. If you get ostracized for it, don't worry about it. If it makes people uncomfortable, that's what we're here to do. And that's just the price that comes with being a love dealer. Continue loving yourself, or at least making the commitment to do so, and you're going to trigger people, and that's exactly what should happen.